Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down.
The 28-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Brady now to throw. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. A first carry for Rachaad White. Room here to run. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Brady gives this to White. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Play action. Now Brady. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. Throwing now is Brady. But it's caught. Tompkins. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now back to the ground game with White. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Extra point up and good by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Buccaneers 7, Lions nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start this drive out, and right away he lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads, and you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. First down, here's White. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground, right again. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense trying to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this case.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder. Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Buccaneers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point put through by Succop, and that'll make the score 14-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance. It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. They'll fake the give. Now gone. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think. Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line. It's the tight end. It's your wide receivers. Everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job. They'll see another performance just like they saw the week before. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet. Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game. Take the points when they're there. But put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view. And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shot of playing football. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now Brady. Open man has got one. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They defer to White out of the shotgun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months. I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it. Brady now on first down. This is caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
At the 48-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 53 yards rushing for him now in this one, as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year. In motion, the tight end. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some space here. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. In this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. To throw is Brady. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Now Zuerlein on and the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay. Here's Brady. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a play fake. Brady. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Lions will use the first of their timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Succop's kick is good, and they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And he returns this to the 22. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And an anxious moment or 2 there, but they do get him down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Flush to his right. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw, Goff. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Goff. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is going to be intercepted. picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 27-yard line.
We're good.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 30. 83 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Brady. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Succop's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So able to force the fumble, but then they really couldn't move the football, Charles, and they get 3 points out of it.
And they made sure they got something out of that takeaway, didn't they? Because even if they couldn't put it in the end zone, they were not going to turn the ball back to them without putting something on the scoreboard.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Off play action. Here's Goff. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Detroit. 16 yards on the pickup.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? Goff. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, and it means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rachaad White, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead now up to 14. And they will not have time to get another play in here. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, gone. That's once again complete to Chark. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. That pass caught, it's Williams. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams, 29 yards. And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Zerline good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Josh Paschal there to bring him down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead now up to 14. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. To throw is gone. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Goff now to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are going to get it back here just past the 35. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Brady to throw. But it's caught. Tompkins. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Buccaneers first down.
They go with White on the counter. Deshaun Elliott up to make the play defensively.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Over the middle, complete. It's White, and he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Have confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take it look like a turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They call it no gain there on the first down play. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Brady to throw on 2nd down. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line...
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. From 17 yards out. And the Bucs are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A shotgun snap for gone. And that will be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Desperation time for Goff on fourth. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there? The leg's still there? This has been a tough game. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Again, Goff. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. On 4th down, Goff. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now Goff on 1st down. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. DJ Chark, 35 yards. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And down to the 41. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Bucs, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Detroit, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.